to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I got a left. Here we go. Get inside. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here you go. Got it. Switch and A. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Get out. It's coming now. Here we go. Going to 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, Dobbs. The pass complete to Justin Hunter. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Powering forward, and now running right through it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
47. Switch is 8. Gun. 26.
Prescott on first down. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here you go. Go, get out there. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Spins past him. And some space here. Oh, now he bowls him over. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Get out. It's coming now. Go, get out there. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go, get out. 47. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26. 26.
2nd down, Prescott being chased out left. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here you go. Go, get out there. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And a second spin. Power running by Zeke. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Gun. Switch it, hey. Here we go, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It's caught right side. It turns. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Wide angle.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't they?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And Bailey missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Again, it's Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Downs to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them, Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, switch, and 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Terrence Williams. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Dobbs now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Gun, Dobbs, buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly.
46. Get out. Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. 46.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Cody Sensabaugh.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go. Get out. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Get out. Here we go, 46.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Get out.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because in his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, count. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jonathan Bostic in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Count. We're going to 54. Why ain't? Good. 26.
4th down, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Come on, G! Coming! Double up! Double up! It's coming! Ohio! Ohio! 555! 555! Flex round! Flex round!
A give to Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Flex round!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Gun. We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Finding room to the 20. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's coming now. Switch.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
48. Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
On On third down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Dobbs. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Dobbs. Flush to his right, and down he'll go at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing here, Dobbs forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Go to 54, go to 54, lining. Check. Sweat, you go 46.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46. Woo. Swing right.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. This will be coming inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
46. Hey, we're going right there. Check 50.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
it's brought down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
47. 47. Good. You go 46, 46. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. There's Dobbs to throw. And that's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Whoosh. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by section.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here you go. Check. 26. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
It's coming now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you
Get out.
play. Under 10.
Hey, 47. Hey, 47.
Check. 42's the mic.
Prescott now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Cowboys on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Prescott from the gun. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Throw complete there, Rodgers. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Flex round! Flex round!
Shake your hot read.
Flex round! Flex round!
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two.
Four down. Check, check.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down. Alert 3.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Power running by Zeke. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Elliott. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Back to throw Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about